Understands him but his woman. Shaft. Damn right.
I'm gonna play with my hickey. Leave it alone. Don't say it. I'm trying to. I noticed on the last podcast, man, I was exactly what you were saying. I just wasn't quite close enough to the mic.
You know what I noticed on the last podcast? That you continue not to notice things. That's what I noticed, Scott.
God, Brian.
You know, I've had a whole weekend.
Listen, man.
That's no, I ain't going to start
this
on you
is
today.
getting emotional again already, man.
I know. Hey, it's Mike in the Mountain. I'm troubled.
Yeah,
it's Brian, Gary, and Scott Cisco. The Mike in the Mountain.
Yes, it
it's
is.
Therapy
Why
time,
do you
Scott.
Yes. What's with the monotone voice, man? You scaring me.
Really?
Was it something to do with the rattlesnake that
heavy.
took a little something off of you?
Man, I have never. This has been the oddest day of my life already. All right? Now, this is every day that I go to work with Scott, it's like, good Lord, what the hell do you have planned for me today?
Come on,
please
man.
give me the strength to get through it and figure out what lesson I'm supposed to learn out of this craziness.
Yes.
So
that we were meant to be together.
Right. But
Forever.
I get this call from Scott, just elated, saying, Rattlesnake, you got a rattlesnake. Now you have been waiting since we hooked up. You have been waiting for a rattlesnake. We have had so many calls saying, I've got a rattlesnake. You get there, and just to see him, it's like a kid who opens up his Christmas present expecting an Evel Knievel stunt cycle and gets socks. All right? And that's what his look was every time it was a bull snake.
Wah, 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 wah. Yeah,
exactly.
Man.
But now it came through. You actually...
Finally.
Did you know when you were going out on this call that we had an actual rattlesnake?
Yeah, man. So, dude, I'm talking to the guy on the phone. He calls me up. He says, I've got a buzzworm between my garbage cans.
A buzzworm.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. Did you say buzzworm? He said, yeah. I said, dude, are you from Wyoming? He said, yeah. How'd you know? Buzzworm? Nobody other than Wyomingites that I know of, and I'm not saying that's the only people, refer to them as buzzworms.
I have never heard of that. Bro. I had a friend who was in the Navy who claimed to have gotten it once.
No, wait,
but never mind.
Was that followed up with a penicillin shot?
Wait a minute. I'm wearing the Scott shirt suddenly. What the hell happened?
It's happening, baby.
So buzzworm. Never heard that. And that's a term for a rattlesnake.
That is a term. And I knew right away. I thought, finally, man. Finally.
So you knew when he uses this term, this guy knows what he's...
Yes, because everybody's calling us. You know, man. You've been on the calls with me.
Yes.
We got a rattler. We got a rattler. You don't got a rattler. That's what we got to teach people, the difference between a rattler and a bull. And I think I made it pretty clear to you this morning.
No, you did. And this will all be gone through at Cisco MWE as well.
Yes,
that's what that is all about, to find out differences among these things. But Scott calls me gleefully to come and see this rattlesnake. Now,
gleefully?
Yes.
Did you say gleefully?
Now, I grew up a country boy and so forth, but I encountered a lot of things, but I have never been close to a rattlesnake. Heard them in the distance, and somebody says, I think there's a rattler somewhere out there, and then I'm 15 miles away.
Yeah.
You know, I immediately retract.
Right.
But this, legit...
Retract. Did you say retract?
I did.
Okay.
And I just got to go and see this rattlesnake that Scott was showing me. Number one, I am always amazed at your expertise.
Oh, now come on.
Because I've seen you handling snakes. I've seen you do a lot of things. Your knowledge and what you do with this is what brought me on board to start with, and what we've really got to teach people with Cisco MWE. Watching Scott with an animal like this, your knowledge and you explaining everything when you're saying, okay, now watch him. When he's doing this, he's going to stop rattling because I'm not a threat. And boom, just like that, it would quit. But you obviously have spent a lot of time around these things to get the knowledge and the comfort that you have with this animal.
Yeah, man, but come on, it ain't no expertise. It ain't. It's a little bit of crazy.
No, it's a lot of crazy. This thing's a death trap.
Mud guts and barbecue sauce and a little bit of Copenhagen to go along with it. God love you, Chris Ledoux, man. I love me some Chris Ledoux.
So
man.
you're gonna
No, I ain't right. I'm changing my name, man, because that's what most of the clients, when I introduce myself as Cisco or Scott went to the client, and then I get done with the job and they watch me, they're going, you ain't right.
No, exactly.
So I'm changing my name to Ain't Right. It ain't got nothing to do with expertise.
No, you should change it to Oh Lord, because that's what my dad said when he met you.
Well, that's just because the way I was embracing your mother.
Yeah, exactly.
I miss you, Mom.
Lord,
I love you, Mama. I love you, Mom. She is still just as firm
she
as
really
I remember.
Is. Yes.
God, love you, Mama.
But this rattlesnake, let's get back to that.
Yes. Where were we?
Okay. You were the rattlesnake making the distinct noise that, again, I had heard from a bull snake because it mimics the rattlesnake. I now get that after seeing it. But there are distinct differences looking at those snakes, which you're able to pick out in a second. I have to look closely, and then I can see what it is you're talking about. But your knowledge of knowing how far they can strike, what they're doing, this and that. But also what it comes down to is you claim this thing's going to end up on the Traeger. Now, I can't.
I've been waiting for a big one.
Seriously? You're going to eat this thing?
I am going to not only eat this thing, but I am going to bless it as I remove that venomous head and I skin that carcass and I utilize that hide. And I'm going to lay out that carcass, and I'm going to cut it into 3-inch sections.
Yeah.
Luscious, red-blooded American man deliciousness.
No.
And I'm going to baste it with some of my honey off of my farm, baby.
Understand.
On the Traeger, I'm going to light up that hickory smoke.
Honey-kissed rattler.
Honey-kissed rattler from the Critter Getter. Come on, baby.
No.
You're going to be there.
No,
You're going to be there.
I am
you
not.
Want this.
The last place
this.
a snake is ever going to be is in my body.
Oh, come on. Well, it's better than you being in his.
This is a very strong point, but you show me one that's going to swallow this critter.
That's true. Well, speaking of which, we've got an assignment.
What?
I talked with a good friend of mine last night, and, this is a serious problem in the Everglades in Florida.
No, if you're talking about... Are these those giant pythons?
This is our job,
dude.
Man. We are fighting for wildlife conservation, and in the fight, we cannot allow these animals that are not native here, the python, the anacondas, the boas, we can't allow them to consume...
The former disc jockey.
Yes, yeah. That's a friend of mine. We can't allow them to take over the habitat in the marshland in Florida, man. We have got to do our part as wildlife conservationists, and we are going to be going to Florida to catch pythons, baby. Brian, I can't wait to see you behind the head.
Let's go through a brief definition of what we is. All right, you say we.
No, bro, you're going to be on the airboat.
What led into this was talking about a snake that could swallow my ass, and now you're talking about trip down to where they exist.
Sorry, we're
Dude, I
don't
want to be a bump in the belly of a critter.
No, well, you said you couldn't, and I wanted to let you know that you could.
Well, thank you.
You could be.
So what you're saying is I was wrong.
Dude, you're luscious.
That's right.
You didn't lose all that weight for nothing, man. They're looking at you like, now you fit.
No, I have a feeling that if we ever fly together, if you're looking at me like luscious, that if that plane just had turbulence, you're going to start eating me. Come on, dude. That's just terrifying me. All right, so I played with the rabbit. Okay, I haven't played with it. I watched it get played with pre-meal. All right, I've seen that go down. Now you're saying I'm going to go down and try to escape getting in the belly of a giant snake. Did you see the movie Anaconda? They puked John Voight right out of him.
Well, that was different.
Okay.
I'm sure you taste better than John Voight did.
I bet I do taste better than John Voight. He's a little better.
Nothing better than a long-haired, redneck cowboy.
I'm a little more marbled.
Hunting anaconda. Wait a minute, there's a song about that.
No, there isn't.
My anaconda.
Don't want none
unless you got Brian, son.
That's
So I will be using you for bait.
Just letting you know now, I'm putting in my 2 weeks.
They sense fear. He's got it already.
He had a job opening 2 weeks from today. Can you podcast and run from snakes? That's good.
His ass now. No.
Oh my goodness.
So how's your mom and dad?
You know, the folks are great. And hey, speaking of mamas, we need to get to this. Last podcast, we were asking for you to write in suggestions for the name of our new raccoon.
Did we get any
No,
suggestions?
we've got some suggestions. I got a few written down. I've got a few written down here, and we're asking for more. Please comment in the section below the podcast. Write in comments for what we should name this beautiful critter that is coming out of the wall here in the studio. Now, we had suggestions for Rocky. Let's see, there was Susie, Roxanne, Rosie, Sherry. I think people were just asking us to name it after them. Rhonda the raccoon. There was somebody asked for that one. Somebody also suggested that we give a mic to the raccoon because it looks like it has a lot to say.
Yes,
and
it does.
Think that it does too.
Wait a minute, Sherry. Let me tell you a little something about this and that name and how that affects my life.
Yes.
And now my daughter's life.
Tell me.
I got a sister named Sherry.
It was probably her.
Sherry, you listening?
Yes.
Sherry, this does remind me a lot of you. And the way my daughter acts. Thanks, Sherry.
So Sherry's leading so far.
Yeah, Sherry.
But we would love your suggestions too if you have another name for it. I've got an idea.
What do you got, man?
Mama. Just Mama. That's a bad mama.
Bad mama.
Bad mama.
That's a bad mama.
Bad mama jama.
Are we going to put a little plaque up here?
Whatever her name is, we'll end up putting it up there. I think that's a good idea. But again, your suggestions would be great. Just write in the comments below. We need a name for our raccoon.
We do.
All right, that's it. Hope everybody had a wonderful Father's Day weekend. We just got through that. I want to talk about something that was really, really cool for Scott and I, though. We've started a new thing on Wednesdays called Flag Waving Wednesday.
Oh, come on, man. Dude, brother, come on, man.
Now, yesterday we were at Harmony and Ziegler in Fort Collins, a blast out there. The week before, I want to talk about the initial one we did at Highway 34 and 257. Standing on the overpass there. You know, we're up above everybody, so you can see all the cars coming underneath. And there was something so cool about standing there, just holding that red, white, and blue flag. And
nothing else.
No signs, no band, just the red, white, and blue. Not making any statement other than that.
No, that red, white, and blue is the reason that everybody's doing everything, because we're free, Brian. We live in a free country. We have our rights and our Constitution that gives us the freedom. And by golly, all we're looking to do is stand under that flag, representing the freedom of this country, to say what you need to say, to do what you need to do, and be an American. Be an American.
Amen. No matter how you feel about any situations going on, we're all free to feel whatever way we do, because we have that freedom of the red, white, and blue. It stands for the sacrifice, the men and women who fought for that flag.
For our freedom.
That's what it means to me. That's why we go out and wave it. Again, no other signs, not supporting this movement, that movement, nothing. We're just supporting America.
No, we're saying do you. Do you, man?
No, yes, but
that's why we live in America.
That's why we're waving that flag, so everyone can be what they want to be and do what they want to do. You know, and that's why we're doing it. But the response was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. The feeling I got was so rewarding, so incredible to get.
Listen, man, I've never done this before. I've never done this before, and it was a little different than putting you in front of a rattler like you've never done it before. I didn't get the same. It wasn't reciprocated.
You won
Is
more.
that the word? Reciprocated?
Yes, you won.
Reciprocated. Yeah, I didn't get that from you. I mean, you took me out and let me experience this as the people were just honking and waving and thumbs up, and the truckers, man, some of them horns, dude, they can't be legal.
Oh, man, they scared the hell out of you when they're coming up behind you and you didn't know there was one coming.
Man, they were coming every which direction,
man. Could feel that overpass shaking, and it was just incredible. So that's why we're doing it. And then Harmony and Ziegler in Fort Collins, thanks to all the Fort Collins folks who gave us a honk in and out of town.
That's right. God
we
love
are
you.
doing this each Wednesday throughout this next month. And on July 1st, we will be taking it to that Veterans Park in Loveland, right along Eisenhower there. Yeah, we're going to walk the sidewalk right along there with our flags coming up this coming Wednesday, July 1st. All right, now when we announce that we do these things, You are welcome to bring your red, white, and blue
on.
American flag.
Bring
You can
it.
bring the red, white, and blue, and we can distance, and we can take up city blocks if we need to.
We need the distance,
Yeah.
man. That's a vital part of this.
Most definitely. And we're going to be doing that. We would love your support. Give us a honk. And again, if you want to show up, we had a couple folks show up just to support us, a couple Harley riders
That's
that came
right.
out there
That's
just
right.
to stand with us and get that vibe going. We're all for that.
Right
you know?
now, absolutely.
So
man.
again, on July 1st, we'll be taking our Flag Waving Wednesday to the Veterans Park in Loveland. So we definitely want to see you out there.
Hey, you know, I got to bring this up real quick. Talking about this social distancing,
Yes.
a perfect example was between you and that rattlesnake. That was we should have videoed that.
That's why I didn't.
You didn't want to catch none of that, did you?
No,
You didn't
and,
want.
and I think it was important. I was wearing a mask, a suit of armor, and all the other protections that I did do. Yes, absolutely. Took an anti-venom dip afterwards.
Should we?
And
Okay,
no,
yeah, put a
most
little in my coffee
definitely,
every morning.
absolutely.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. No, but let's talk about that, man. If
What?
everybody was treating this COVID, and who knows, man? I mean, listen, most of America's got to be like us. What the hell is this? What is it? Is it this? Is it that? Do this? Do that?
no,
But you know what the safest thing we can do? Is wear a mask and social distance.
That's no amen
I mean,
to that.
seriously,
no, it's true.
Listen, it might be for the COVID, but it could be for a cold. It could be for a flu. I don't need any of that.
You know what it could be too? Just plain ugly. You know, there's some
Now,
people
wait a
that
minute,
just
what
look
up?
better in a mask.
That's true.
You
I've
know what I'm
noticed some
saying?
beautiful people. And I got to tell you, I probably look pretty damn fine myself in a mask. Because I don't like all this.
You know, I got to go off again though.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm troubled, Scott.
Oh, man.
You know, I know we had some flow going.
We
had some
did.
momentum going
Dude,
there.
the flow
You
we
were on a
had
roll.
in there with the
Let's bring
rattlesnake.
that to an abrupt stop. Just check your neck. We might get whiplash right here. All right, we're stopping this. Your unattentiveness
Emo.
again.
Here we go, man.
Yeah,
Somebody help me.
Sometimes it's inexcusable. You know, I let it slide on the beard,
You know, I'm married.
let it slide on the haircut.
And then I got to do this.
Now we got James, who's sitting here. James, the one with his foul mouth on the last podcast,
Yeah,
who was just going off
yeah,
everything.
right, uh-huh.
He's sitting back behind the controls
Yes,
now.
let's talk about
with
him.
a fresh haircut and a freshly shaved face. Boy's looking fantastic back
When
there.
I get that feeling I need. Sorry.
You just got sexual healing going through you
come on.
again.
I don't know.
Marvin
Is
Gaye
it
comes
good
out.
morning to me?
When you look at this finely cropped young man over there.
Did you say cropped?
Cropped. Yeah, he got his hair cropped. Nice.
Cropped.
Did you, now, who cut your hair?
My wife.
Your wife
Wife.
cut your hair. Scott,
Yeah.
would you trust your wife with
Listen,
scissors around
they
you?
just got married,
Okay.
man. They just got married. Hold
This is
on.
a test.
No, wait, folks, listen. Come on, Brian. man.
This is early in the, how long
This
you
is
been
early.
married?
Let's see. When did 2020 start?
January.
yeah, he's done. He's done, man. He's done.
All right,
He's
after
done.
that statement, don't let her near you with scissors again. All right.
Given how this year's been, it feels like it's been 5+ years.
Welcome to marriage
We
years.
both agree, though, because of how crazy this year has been.
Let's bring this up because James, literally, man, has been with me for a while, man, and I cannot thank the brother enough for his dedication of what he's been and what he's done for me emotionally, spiritually, physically, and for the business and for my passion and drive that he now has and you now have. But, man, I tell you what, that brother right there, man, off the hook. And to see him get shacked up and married, boy, this is gonna be good.
It's so nice. No, we've been hoping that it would happen to him.
He talking
I mean,
about
that
his
he'd
kids.
be blessed.
Oh,
Yeah.
he'd be
Oh,
blessed.
he's gonna
Bless
be
your
blessed.
heart,
Yeah,
baby.
absolutely.
No, but
Welcome
listen,
to the joyfulness.
Yes, he
Yes.
brought up 2020 was gonna be the year, man.
That was the christening of his blessed
That was,
union.
but see, he wasn't careful about what he was speaking in, because he spoke in a glorious wedding. But then come to COVID, then come to protests, then come to president.
Australian fire.
That poor brother, he
started it all.
He got brought.
Look at what your marriage did. Look at what it did.
I go out with a bang.
That's what Brian was saying in front of that rattlesnake out there.
That's it.
Don't worry, guys. We can have more discussion once my mic comes in. It's on its way.
Very good. We
I don't know
look
if that's
forward to
going to
that.
be good or not, man.
Hey, okay, so let me check that off.
Yeah.
James haircut.
Where was we?
Chew Scott's ass. Got
Chew
that
Scott.
done? All right.
Okay, we're going
done.
to go back to...
No, let me get back. Okay, what's going on at home right now? No, we're doing like remodeling of our house. So not
you are.
a
I was a
remodel.
part of that.
Yeah, we're filling in all the holes that we had put in the walls.
Yes, we
You
did.
know, and
on
we're doing-
purpose.
yes,
On purpose. This was not...
and repainting the whole inside of the house, which, you know, for me, when I go to take things off the wall to prep for painting, somehow it turns into a demo day. Because when I haul stuff out, all of a sudden there's more holes in the wall than there were to start with. Because I didn't actually, you know, look where I was carrying that railing. And next thing you know, there's...
Oops.
Yeah, you got one of those, and then you turn and go, honey, how long has that been there? About 5 minutes, dear. I saw you.
Right.
You know, that's
right.
it.
Right. No, that's just a typical...
Well, so my house is in all this disarray right now because everything's taken down. It's all, and you got to watch where you step because, you know, we've got everything in wrong places. And I had like 3 safe places to step in my bedroom. They were safe. Let me tell you what my little hopscotch turned into this morning. All right.
Wait a minute. Why is this? Wait.
What?
We were talking about the basement. You're redoing the basement. How we get
The
into your
whole
bedroom?
upstairs, too. No, I said the whole inside of the house.
Oh, so you got finished with the
We
basement.
finished the basement.
But you've demoed the whole house.
We're prepping the upstairs to start painting that right now.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm
Okay,
tracking.
so I got things moved all over, and in my bedroom, again, about 3 safe places to step. It's like a hopscotch
the bathroom
game.
or the bed?
Out. Just to get out
Just
of the
you're
bedroom.
safe. You get away.
Get
you're
out of the room.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Had a step here, a step over there, and then one over there. You know,
And you're to the door.
You put a rock on the second one, you hop, you pick down, grab it, hop to the next
Wait a
one.
minute.
That's like a hopscotch game. But anyway,
Wait the hell a minute. What
I
are you
go
playing
to
all
get out.
buck
Would
naked
you
in your
just shut the
bedroom?
hell up and let me talk for a minute?
You lost
it's
me
all
at
you
hopscotch.
today, isn't it?
No.
Good Lord.
I wasn't
This is
tracking.
my
Go ahead
therapy.
with you. Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Okay, how do you feel, Brian?
So I had these 3 safe spots to get out. I step out of bed into safe spot number 1, right? What's there?
What is there?
Cat vomit. Cat
Wait a
vomit.
minute, you got cats?
Yeah, I have one.
In your house?
Yeah, who apparently picked that one spot. Hey, here's a good place to land my puke.
A hairball.
So I step into that and jump from that one because my foot is now wet, which freaks you out. You jump to the other safe spot where you step on a wet chewy that the dog had been eating and is half soft and half hard. So you step on that, you get that, then you jump towards the hallway and you find the turd that your pug left there because couldn't quite get into the bedroom to let you know it needed to go out.
Don't knock
So I
Oprah.
hopscotch from cat vomit to wet chewy to dog poop. Then I encounter a rattlesnake with you. So, good morning, honey.
Yes.
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 Wow, that
yes.
wakes you up quicker than coffee.
That ain't right. Yeah, that
I
ain't
tell
right.
you what.
That ain't right.
No, it's
That ain't right.
not.
None of that
It's
first
not
part's right. No.
It's not right.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I feel that was
That's
sincere almost.
Absolutely, man. The cat
Very
puke
nice.
to the pug poop to the...
You know what I've learned?
Chewy.
Sleep with your boots on. I think that's what you got to do. You got to sleep with your boots on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I had one of those
Absolutely.
weekends, Friday night, I'm just chilling. You know, I had a couple of, I was hijacked again by Captain Morgan.
Again.
You know, that damn pirate, he's just found a way in, you know, and then his sweet talking, spiced vanilla taste, you know. What next thing you know, I'm saying it'd be a great night for an Elvis movie. And next thing you know, I'm
end up
3
watching
rums
Little
in
Rascals.
watching Blue Hawaii. Skies are blue in blue Hawaii. I was in it, man.
Yes, you was.
Oh,
yes, you was.
I was
man.
channeling the power of E,
Captain
man.
took you there.
Oh, it was just,
God bless the
it
captain.
was me and Elvis, who was a water ski instructor, and a bunch of ladies dancing on the beach.
Crikey's
And,
Mike.
oh, man, it was fantastic. And I've just been kind of in heaven ever since, man.
Yes,
It's
you
been one
have.
of them things. Once you get the power of E inside of you,
Power of
man,
E.
it's hard to
wait,
to
wait,
get
keep
it out.
doing that. Do it
Yeah,
again.
it sounds like a rattlesnake, don't it?
No.
That's the power of E channeling through me, man.
That is
That's
that is
it.
the power of E.
It's now or never. Come hold me tight. Kiss me, my darling.
Oh my God.
Be mine tonight.
Okay, B.
Well,
All right, back to
alrighty
the
then.
rattlesnake. Here
Hey,
we
what
go.
about that?
Yes,
Okay, everyone, close back on.
all right.
And we'll finish this thing
you
up.
took me- boy, you're good.
Thank you.
You're good,
Thank you
baby.
very much, man. I thought I'd finish with that because
Yes, you
if I
did.
opened with E, you can't follow that.
No, we're gonna talk about
Okay.
E later.
Elvis has left the building, baby.
Yes, he has.
And we shall too. But we're going to see you.
Yes, we are, man. Join us.
Flag Waving
Join us.
Wednesday, July 1st. We are going to be at the Veterans Park in Loveland, right along the sidewalk. So I'll be looking for us. Give us a honk. Also, we want you to name the raccoon. Let us know a good name for this mama. Just comment underneath. We would love to hear you. And again, thank you for supporting us, man. It's been another
seriously,
great
man.
week. Just the craziness we get to do and call this a living.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
we thank you for making that possible. Thanks to everyone who's been honking for us too.
Oh,
you know,
come on,
God
man.
bless
That-
America. We're going to keep that red, white, and blue flying, and we want your support as well. We know you've got it in you, and you're just looking for that vehicle. That the people who were commenting. I saw Facebook posts of, to the bikers who were standing over the highway,
Right,
waving
right.
the American flags. It
Right.
made my morning. And
Right.
you could just see the smile come across some people's faces. Like,
Yes, you
amen.
could,
Amen.
man.
That's good to see.
And it's crazy how something that small can make a whole. But I'm the same way. We're all the same way. Just a little something first thing in the morning, man.
Just
can
show a little
rock your
kindness.
world.
Show a little kindness.
little
It can go a
love.
long way.
Little love. And we're full of love, B.
We truly
I love
are.
how I can tap into your emotions and fully understand you when you're in your time of
You
need.
don't understand.
No, baby, I'm here for you. I understand. I can read you. No, really. Really, I feel you.
That was deep and faked. But thank you for it anyway.
Let's talk
appreciate
about
it.
fake.
No,
No,
we're
okay.
not. That's
Okay,
another
that's what I-
podcast.
that's
That's
another
it.
pod-
All right.
Fake.
Hey, it's
There
the
I
Mike
was.
and the Mountain.
The Mountain.
I'm Brian Gary. He's Scott Cisco.
Cisco.
You know the deal. And when it comes to wildlife, remember, what are the three things we want?
Keep wildlife wild.
We want that, and we also want to
Educate, understand, and respect.
Someday we're going to get the outro down.
The outro?
Educate, understand, and respect. We out.
Wait, do it again. We're going to get what down?
Okay.
The what?
Educate, understand, respect. Do it with me.
Okay.
Educate.
Wildlife. Wild.
Perfect. Boom.
Nail it. Somebody get that
Wrap.
on clip. Somebody get that on video.
I'll be in my trailer.
Wait, you got a trailer? Is that out there with the rattlesnake?